Good day everyone, Dokutah Blob here. Today, the semi-event of Chapter 9 release has ended, and thus we can focus into analyzing it. Personally, I wanted to do a full analysis of the whole thing, but the more I see it, the less compelled I feel about it. And mostly because it is the introductory chapter for the new story. Just as with Chapter 0, things aren't exactly declared to make a proper image of things to come. One thing I would like to point out though, it's how at first the story introduced the 6 criminals as some sort of dangerous foe we will eventually fight. I mean, they had different masks and hairstyles. They will clearly be bosses later on, right? Okay. Obvious rug pull aside, this is a good moment as I need to focus on what I think was the most interesting thing in this chapter. Outcast. She had a strikingly interesting design, not too dissimilar from Ace, with an interesting background full of past accomplishments, and even a cool gun to go along with. But also, she never used more than 5 bullets to solve other conflicts, saving the very last one for those deserving judgments. A friendly personality fitting for her age, and still working despite of it, and thinking little of her incoming retirement. Yeah, her fate was noticeable from our bit. Having lost such an interesting character so fast as there is something worth taking from it. Outcast left us with one interesting gem regarding the question about the Sancta and their mysterious weapons. Just what the hell is the deal with them? We know guns and bullets are stupidly complex in comparison to those from Earth, to the point both are considered to be ones on their own right, with each shot needing to perform an incantation before firing. Makes you think how fast is the chanting of Exia or others like her, like the Laterano Apostolic Knights, with their arm-mounted miniguns. But so far, the only danger to their users was the rare occurrence of bullet jamming, as shown in the Black Steel manga, as a jammed bullet can blow up in the gunner's face, or the originium can leak from the casing, becoming a source of infection. However, Chapter 9 came and gave us yet another risk regarding guns in Terra: overloading. When reading Outcast's final moments, it is possible to believe that the punishing light came from above, smiting Outcast for breaking her covenant. Honestly, I was from this camp at first. That is not the case. The pillar of light emerging from the ground up. Said pillar was not some deity smiting her down in holy fire, but rather the result of her using all of her bullets at once. It is hard to follow, but if you read these lines carefully, it is stated that she in fact fired all with only one pull of the trigger. This wasn't flowery speech to signify her speed with her gun, but rather a literal depiction that shows that bullets can be fired all with just one motion. Considering again the fact both gun and bullets are ones of swords, it is not impossible to believe that to be the case, with the firing mechanism being more of a commodity in order to replace bullets, which in turn make those rapid firing characters even more impressive, as they not only cast each individual shot at the speed of their burst, but also they have to be precise with their chanting. If they go too fast, an event like Outcast could repeat itself. However, there is another thing to consider. Apparently, Laterano build their guns with the same logic as with real-person shooters. By that I mean that machine guns are more DACA than damage, shotguns are useless past 10 feet, and revolvers are functionally hand cannons. Besides Outcast, we have seen only one other individual using a revolver, the High Inquisitor, someone who was able to fight an abyssal hunter to a standstill and even managed to hurt Scary with just one shot. Apparently, revolvers in Laterano, and by extension Iberia, are reserved for those enemies you want dead yes or yes. which will make cases like Outcast easier to understand, as 8 guns appear to use specific rounds themselves. That, however, doesn't make overloading a gun of other kinds any less dangerous. With a revolver, we got a Pillar of Light. What could we get with something like Exia's Kreese Vector? A Needle Storm? A small bomb with a shotgun? The possibilities could be as specific as the weapons themselves. Yet with only one event to analyze, not much actual information can be acquired beyond speculation. But what do you think? Was this because of an overload or because of the Covenant itself? Leave a comment down below and see where we can get with this. This is Dokutah Blob, wishing you all a great day, and as always, stay healthy everyone. Also, if you read the flavor text on the damaged revolver cylinder from the Fungi Mist event, you will have already know Outcast's fate long before ever meeting her. Makes you wonder, what else is hidden there? Yeah, this is pretty much set up for our next video. See ya then!